All right. So how have y'all been? What have y'all been up to?
Hey,
We
you
did.
know, working.
She is.
I've been working.
You're still working at real estate, right?
Still showing
Yeah.
house. Closings are happening. Realtors are not invited to them. So I get to close.
Are you wearing gloves and helmets?
No gloves, yes on helmets.
Thank God.
Because a helmet would do a whole lot for this
The
situation.
screen, if you have the screen,
Oh my gosh.
Talk about
like a
hockey.
street bike helmet with the screen.
Seriously, we saw a guy in Walmart today. He had on a legit like like they do, like they have a plastic shield in front of a lot of the registers. He had one on his face like that walking through Walmart. I'm not even lying.
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Even the masks, like that's not stopping anything. It stops you from coughing on people, but it's not going to stop you from breathing anything in. It's kind of funny doing that.
Not unless you get one of those industrial ones with the things out that like have the filters screwed in. Those people scare me. When I see those people, I just go back to my car.
It's like a hazmat suit.
It's like that guy's definitely got it.
Yeah, there's a problem here.
Yeah.
Why I cannot go to the store. My anxiety just overwhelms me, and I'm thankful Jordan still has to go to the store for some of the stuff that he does, and I just tapped out. Like I'm not doing it.
I don't mind it. I went to Walmart and Kroger today.
Yeah. We go to the store about every day. I don't worry about it. I don't worry about it.
Not worried. In good physical shape, not worried.
I'm not worried.
It's the older people. I mean, you can still contract it, but
Sure.
whatever. We're not going to take up your whole podcast with COVID. I'm over it.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so here's what interests me. I saw you you guys post the other day. Actually, you were doing a live video. I got caught a little bit of it, but I kept freezing up because I was out of the house. And anyway, you said you were doing a 60 hour keto. You called it recharge, right?
We brought it.
Reboot.
Yeah, this is my chance to redeem myself because I made fun of Leah yesterday, but not like purposely, but she pointed it out and I made fun of her that she wanted to do this. And this is my chance to redeem. So Leah signed us up for this. And
Yeah.
we've been doing it for this is day two.
Night.
This is day two.
Sunday
Yeah.
night.
Last meal was Sunday. We had some, burgers, like something normal we would eat. Burgers, a big salad, and my mom fried some potatoes, So just like a
Right.
well-balanced meal and 2 beers. So I had 2 beers.
I did not have beers.
She did not have beers, but I had to balance it out. I needed that extra carbohydrate, so we went with the beers. No bun, just beer.
Mm-hmm.
Balance
It's a
it
good
out.
Okay.
choice. I like that choice.
All right, got you. So tell us a little bit about this reboot. What is it supposed to do?
What do you think?
Go for it.
Well, I mean, we used to be big into the keto thing. Like I was bulletproof coffee. Like I didn't do any carbohydrate, nothing.
I think it really stemmed from, I wouldn't even call it keto. It was more of the bulletproof diet is where it really started. And then it just kind of turned into keto because it was like, well, we can have certain dairies and sour creams and, whole fat quality dairy products. And basically it kind of just turned into calling it keto, and we followed it pretty well, especially because when Jordan was out of town, I meal prepped throughout the week. And yeah.
So I was killing it, especially when I was working at UPS. Like I was super strict. There was no BS. It was like I just would take drinks with me of different supplements, and I just bang those out throughout the day. Have, almonds, some hard-boiled eggs, and some avocado, like pure just fat and protein diet. And I was
Right.
in really freaking good shape too. I mean, we've got some pictures up in our office of we went hiking, camping with our buddies like 3 years ago, and we were shredded.
Yeah. Now I regret
Yeah.
it. Now I look back and I'm like, I used to be so skinny, like slim and fit. And now I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
this is great.
We're still in good shape. Like
Right. Yeah, you're both in good shape. So
When you came off the keto or whatever version you were talking about, what did you go into? What did you start eating after that?
Please.
well, hold on. Come on. I mean,
Well, okay,
Donut.
we'll add this in there. Throughout the years, for those who know Jordan and I, we've always, well, for the past 3-ish years, and then 2 for me, we've both been entrepreneurs and working for ourselves as an independent contractor, as myself, and him owning his own business. So the lifestyle and the health aspect, we kind of didn't hang on to like we used to.
Uh-huh.
We used to be like literally on it. We were bulletproof coffee every day, like boiled eggs, avocado, lots of greens. And like over the past couple years, just like a lot of stress has taken over our lives. Seasonal depression is very real. I'm constantly,
for me, for sure. If I'm not gardening, I'm pissed off. So.
Yeah.
I'm constantly
That's
on the
going on a freaking shirt.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
If I'm not
I like
gardening,
that.
I'm pissed off.
That one will sell at all levels. I'm telling you, that one will sell at every demographic. It's a hit.
I'm here to make quotes. Jeff, you make the shirts. This is great.
I'll make the shirt. You keep making the quotes.
Yes. So over the years, I mean, we would go and like, all right, we're going to get back on healthy. And then, oh, it's the weekend. We worked hard all week. Screw it. Let's just get shit-faced and drink all the alcohol and then order a pizza and then wake up the next day hungover and lay on the couch. And
get Susie's.
And it was just like a cycle that we haven't been able to kick until, honestly, I feel like freaking quarantine life.
Well,
we started a little bit before all of this madness started. We started with the On It kettlebell challenge and like getting back into working out. And then it was just like, okay, I printed off pictures of what we looked like years ago and put them up on the wall and, you know, just make a more conscious effort to eat healthier and stick to actually like consecutive workouts.
And I think when we came off the keto, it wasn't like we just junk food junkied it. like I still don't eat bread. Like never had. It's just not been my thing. But we'll do sweet potatoes and white rice and quinoa and stuff like that. But it's like the weekend drinking beer and eating pizza type shit that really, I think it just went down the wrong track, you know.
It's funny you say that because when I was on the carnivore, well, the other day I was looking for a picture of me with long hair, and I was scrolling through, and our phones will upload pictures to Google, whatever cloud or what. And I'm scrolling through, and like I'm flying by, and then I stop and I go, wait, and I'm scrolling back, and I'm like, Angie has pictures of some shredded guy in her phone that uploaded to our freaking. But then I realized that was that month I did the carnivore diet. It's crazy how you read down when you cut all that crap out.
Yeah, it's nuts.
And you feel good. I was going to say that earlier. It's like after what, like you were saying when you're at UPS, but after like 2 to 3 weeks of being on it, you don't crave anything anymore.
It's normal. It's normal.
You don't crave like things like now that I have carbs and stuff in my life, it's like I'll crave things when it isn't cheat day. Or when I was on that 3-4 weeks in, I was like, I need to eat.
Yeah. That was cool. That carnivore thing. Wow, man. I have not done that before, but I was really like, you freaking go, Jeff. I can't wait to see how this turns out. It turned out good for you, I think.
It turned out really good for him. It's just I think the thing is with all of these ways of eating, that if you don't stick with it and you come off of it, if you don't come off of it in the right way, you're going to end up in bad shape. I guess that's where I was going with it. Like anything that you do, like whether it's keto, whether it's carnivore, whether it's carb cycling, whatever it is, if you can't sustain it forever, if you don't sustain it forever, then your results aren't going to sustain forever, right? That's kind of like my thing. But the whole point, I guess, of what I was asking you is, so you did keto, you came off, you kind of did whatever. And then so this reboot, is it going to get you back into keto or what is it doing?
Did you stick yourself today?
Man, at it, bro. I've got the sticker. I'm ready to cock this thing and let it rip, but there's no battery. The battery's dead. So
Jeff drained the battery.
What kind of battery does it take?
He didn't replace my battery. I lent this to him, and
Dang.
I am such an asshole.
We'll bring you a battery tomorrow.
And I have like 400 of those laying around. I could have easily replaced those.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I
Just kidding. I couldn't find one of those batteries if I had to. It's like a 9-volt.
I don't know why they make it more. I bought this UPS days, but when I was traveling, I was in a hotel
It's
and I
been
want
at
to check
least 4
myself.
years
Yeah,
ago.
it's been a while. So no, I
It had
didn't
a good
stick
run.
myself. I was going to stick her too and see how she was doing. But
Yeah.
what's the goal for this? I
Yeah.
mean, kind of just like that initial hit of let's get your body like burning fat again. So there's two playing fields. You're a carb burner or you're a fat burner. You can be both, but the switching, it's hard for your body to really understand. There's a lot of signaling and chemical reactions and blah, blah, blah. You got to pick one. You got to pick you get to pick. So if you come off of this and start eating carbs again, you're just going to put all that weight back on and it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
So the goal is to transition back into that lifestyle, I think. Going back to keto, like cyclical though. What I learned in that whole process is you do need some carbs. Like you can't just, I mean, not everybody. Some people operate better on fats, but like if we're going to be kettlebelling and working out, battle roping and all that, you need to eat a sweet potato or some white rice after that. It's a good idea, especially if you're trying to like gain some muscle mass. Good idea. Yeah.
Right.
If you're trying to lean out and lose a lot of body fat, then yes, you can do the fats, work out and do more fats and not eat carbs, and you will slim down big time. I mean,
That's what scared me a little bit when I did it, is because I quickly dropped from like starting weight in the upper 170s, close to 180. And then all of a sudden, like within 2.5 weeks, I'm down to like 163 and trying to eat enough meat and fats to just hold.
Yeah.
But I lost like 7% body fat in that time too, which is stupid.
Huge.
But I did hold at about 162 for the rest of the time.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a certain point where you were going to level off, and I feel like if you would have done it for 2, 3, 4 months and stick stuff with it, gave your body some time to get used to it, you probably would start putting mass back on. You would have got used to it. You're for sure. It's just like that initial, like that 30 days where it's confused, it's not sure what to do, you know.
Then you want to do it with me? You want to do it with me? We'll do it for 6 months.
Oh my gosh, no. I don't support that at all.
3?
I don't.
Here's my thing. We talked about this last time. I'm down during the winter because I got a lot of vegetables that getting ready to pop up out there.
Yeah.
Like I can't
eat all that.
So
unless I go vegetarian while he's a carnivore.
Yeah, we'd have to.
Right. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Now you got to think though, like if you were a caveman, if we were cavemen, when's the time to do carnivore? When's the time to do your fasting? Usually in the winter, and then spring comes around and they're eating berries and foraging and doing all that, and food is plentiful. And then during the winter time, you need to rely on your fat storages. And
yeah,
I like it.
It's like I study this shit. I'm a nerd. What can I say?
No,
I like it.
You like what you like. You're into what you're into. You know what I'm saying? So you haven't eaten since Sunday, like food.
Well, we've been eating these. This is okay. So this is part of the reboot. I don't know. Is this going to show the right way?
Backwards.
Or will be back?
Yeah.
Is it back?
No, it's good. It's good.
So they read it all.
I'm like, let
Look at
Mama
that.
see
That's
it, Jordan.
very clear.
Yes.
People can pause it when they watch the YouTube.
Yeah. Okay.
So like they tell you, here's what you do at this time during the day, blah, blah, blah. And you just go through it. And eat
All right.
So,
I saw the broth on there.
How are the
better
Oh.
broth. We might be able to.
That's your broth?
Yep, that's a better broth. It's I'll show you which one it is too. I'm trying to like do this and not spill this stuff all over my computer and
awful.
ruin it. What one is that, Leah? This is what we have. Like this is like lunch. It's better broth.
Ooh. Salted
Good.
caramel.
This is
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite one actually.
Angie would like that one.
This is really good. It's like I mixed it in with my coffee today too, and this is good. But it's
Nice.
literally, I mean, they're 45 calories. So we're doing like 4 packets of this and similar things throughout the day. Here's one. This was one I took before dinner. So it was like at 4:00, Maui Punch.
Maui
This one's a
Punch.
caffeine.
Okay.
It was caffeine free, very tasty. We put it over ice and water, and it was really good.
So I think she wants to know more. So like what's in them, not just the flavors. Obviously there's an array of flavors,
Yeah.
but
So
what makes them beneficial?
what's in these? Okay, it's like 1 gram of carbohydrate. All right. 7 proteins, a lot of B12, like a lot of B12, 4,000% of your daily stuff. That's what's giving you your energy to get, some calcium. This one's this is what we've been taking at nighttime. So that's what I'm drinking right now. It's loaded with sodium. So it's got 50% of your daily sodium in this one packet. And that's important on keto. Like you want to be taking in salt. It helps keep you hydrated.
Sure.
So it's important.
Sure. Yeah.
It's got some potassium in it, and then beef broth, chicken broth, beta hydroxybutyrate. That's the ketone. That's like a exogenous ketone. That's what's jump starting your fat burning. Fermented leucine. Not sure. I know it's an amino acid, but I'm not sure what it does. Collagen peptides. So there's your protein, and then this one says CMed 100, which is inner bark something, and some hyaluronic acid. So it's an absorbing thing. So this is it's literally just a supplement that's like forcing you to burn fat for fuel. Right.
Gotcha.
So we've all got fat.
Well, sure. Yeah.
Whatever.
Jeff says no. Jeff says no, he doesn't have any fat.
Doesn't have any. Okay.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
I'm
nice.
kidding. I'm kidding. I've got plenty of fat. Trust me.
That's funny.
Plenty.
So when is this over? I do the math. I can't do the maths.
Me neither.
Well,
Tomorrow.
This is our last dinner, and then this big guy is tomorrow. So you only get one of these. This is the Mac freaking Daddy right here, and I'm stoked for it.
It's like the grand finale. Is that what
The
you're
Last
saying?
Supper.
Yeah, this is the one.
It's actually like the first supper because you take it like after you wake up.
Yeah.
Oh,
With your-
yeah.
Yeah. So after you take that with your electrolytes, and basically that's the end of the 60 hours.
Yeah, but you got to stretch this. Like you don't want to just go eating right after. But it's.
Oh, no.
That's what I'm saying. That's going to mess up your digestion, I think.
You think so?
Here's my thing.
Go ahead.
It's good for you.
This is kind of risky though, isn't it? Like cutting off food supply, and you're like in quarantine, and you want to maybe stimulate moods. If you're gonna do like a keto thing, or like what if someone got the keto flu? You got to be able to get away from the other person, right? Like
keto flu yet?
I don't think so.
No, she was feeling a little groggy
Today.
a couple hours ago.
I didn't really take everything on time like I was supposed to because I got distracted. I had to go show a house and then got back and had to mow the grass and
I didn't do my lunch until 2:00 and it's supposed to be noon. But I
wasn't worried about her. I was worried about you. I was worried about you driving her crazy. I mean, that's.
Yeah, I've been spending a lot of time outside, man.
Well, on this thing, have you been working out, or is it recommended that you don't work out while you're on the 60 hours?
Well, when I read through, I don't know that you read through the steps of each day. They say like day 1, light movement, just like your typical park further away from the doors at the grocery store and
which she doesn't go to.
I know I don't go to. So take the stairs if you have instead of the elevator. And then it said day 2, like get some light workout in, because the more that you sweat, like in that time frame of the 24 to how many ever hours, I don't freaking know. You start sweating out all those toxins. So it's like
nice.
a detox for your body, because where you're at in that stage, it's beneficial to sweat.
Listen, I spent 6 hours in my garden yesterday. Like that's a workout for me. I've been wheelbarrowing back and forth, like all over the place. I've carried probably 20 loads of wheelbarrow. I've been working out. I'm doing my normal thing.
It didn't affect your energy level? Because I feel like that if I don't eat, my energy is not there, even for the workouts that I do, that I'm used to doing. If I don't eat, I'm done.
Well, for me, I'm kind of the same in the sense of like, if I'm not eating, I'm probably going to be hangry. So what can I do to prevent myself from being hangry aside from anything that's not going to make me even hungrier? So in my perspective, I did as little to no movement aside from like walking the dog, going up and down the stairs 8 million times because I always forget something down or upstairs.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday or today a couple times. I mowed the grass, which was a little bit of an effort because I don't have my what's that button called? That when you hold the lawnmower down, it automatically like
Throttle. Yeah, it's broken.
It's not self-propelled anymore. That broke somehow, so I had to actually mow the grass.
I broke it.
I
so
love the way that you cut the grass, Jordan. I like the way you cut the grass. I need to do that. Because
Yeah.
when you left, you said that you were going to cut the grass.
Yes, I did. She cut the grass for me today. Yes.
Angie won't do that. Okay. So Leah, you're making me look bad by cutting the grass because Angie Runyon will never mow the lawn unless Jeff is unable to. That crap will stay long for as long as it needs to. The neighbors can complain. The dogs can get lost in them. I don't care.
If I was in a coma, she would not. She wouldn't do it. She'd find a dude
I would hire someone.
to come over and cut the grass.
Legit. But do you enjoy it though, Leah?
When we first, the last house that I lived in before this, I mowed the grass living there because my brother kind of gifted, but also needed storage for his lawnmower because he was moving to Pittsburgh. So he just left it with me because he was in Charleston. So it became my lawnmower. I mowed the grass over there. And then when we first moved here, it was just instinct for me to mow the grass. And Jordan always complained and would literally come in the house like snot rolling, his eyes all puffy. And I was like, okay, then. The mowing the lawn is my time to shine. Like I got to take care of us, honey. Like this is my thing. And then all of a sudden this year, I guess because I dragged my feet mowing, or I don't know if you just wanted the grass clippings. All of a sudden now Jordan's the mowing machine, and I'm not complaining about it.
Like
but
it needs. I look at the weather. I'm like, when's it raining? This grass is high and it's not raining. I'm cutting this shit. And I like to compost it. She just likes to hack it and leave it laying in the yard. I bag it up and put it somewhere. She just leaves it scattered all over hell and back. So I'm OCD.
Bag it up.
So anyways, yeah, that's been the extent of my physical activity, really. Because I'm trying to remain calm and also not make myself any hungrier, because my mind works in the sense of if I work out, I need to refuel. And if I can't refuel, I'm even more pissed off.
This is fuel. Come on.
Yeah.
Look at this. Doesn't this look like food to you?
It's packaged for fuel. The orange and the black make me feel like that it's fuel.
It's like it's the same colors as my favorite power saw.
How does this one make you feel?
That makes me feel energized. The green makes me feel happy, and like I'm gonna have a lot of energy if I use that.
Marketing.
Workout right here. It's great marketing. It's wonderful. Look, I mean, the energy. It's okay. Okay, your question was.
You sell this, don't you?
No.
I should.
Yeah, you should. I thought you did for a minute.
Like hire me to sell this. I think I'm on to something here. Ooh, I just noticed this ice cream flavor too. So that's our treat at the end of this run.
Yes.
One over ice.
Nothing says grand finale like ice cream.
This is supposed to give you energy. So it's supposed to, I mean, just look at how much B12 is in it. There's 4,000% B12. If that doesn't jack you up,
You're gonna be jacked for sure.
Yeah.
You know what, Leah? When I can't say I get a ton of I get some anxiety, but not at a really high level. But when I do, like I need to burn it off. You know what I mean? It like helps, like cutting the grass or doing something to burn it. Because you burn more. I've noticed like wearing my watch, I burn a whole lot more calories than I ever thought I did. Just cutting the freaking grass. Mm-hmm. Of course, I don't have a self-propelled mower either on purpose, so I have to push it.
Right.
But my reason is because I like to pull it backwards, and the self-propelled, you really can't. I like to lean over the hill and let it go down. Anyway.
That's me too. I tie a rope around mine and push it down.
Yes, I've done that.
Yep.
Oh yeah. But my point is I have to I notice that if I get a workout in, or if I go to the basement and I hit the bag or I use the kettlebell, like getting some of that out, like somehow helps relieve a large percentage of the anxiety. Maybe not all of it, but it's like if I don't do anything, it like builds up and I just can't get any relief.
Right.
Unless I start drinking at 11 a.m.
Well, that sounds like a problem.
I was worried about her in this whole thing for sure, because she does get hangry. I don't care. Like I want one good meal a day. The rest of it, I don't really care.
Yeah. So after you finish this tomorrow, what's your plan for your first meal? Do you guys know? You're going to be kind of keto-ish?
Yeah, I know what I want to do, but I know what she wants to do too.
I want bacon and eggs.
That's fine.
Solid.
Solid choice. Yeah, I was talking to Mackenzie saying something about this earlier. Like, when you come off of a fast, you should go after the highest nutrient dense thing you can possibly get. So what do you think that is? I'm asking you.
Oh, what? I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. You cut out.
What's the most nutrient dense thing you can possibly put in your body? That's what I'm going for tomorrow.
So you're going back. You're going heavy.
Not necessarily dense.
I mean, to me, so you're going to go high fats. You're going to go high fat meats.
Yep.
Elk.
Not elk.
Kill an elk.
He's going to go high fat meats. That's the most dense thing that you could do.
I wish I could just go run down an elk tomorrow and just really
that'd be
caveman
nice.
the shit out of this thing. Yeah.
So you're going to go. So Jordan's going to go in the morning. He's going to go in the woods. He's going to go hunt. And then he's going to bring it back and prepare it for Leah is what he's going to do.
Nothing better for you than a fasted hunt. I do them all the time. Fasted hunts are great for a workout, and they give you so much confidence if you bring something back home for your lady.
So what meat are you going to eat, Jordan? Tell me.
Yeah, Jeff, that's why I like you.
She asked you a question.
I'm going for like a chicken or a beef liver.
Liver. Okay. See, I'm not going that route.
No, you're not. That's why I was trying to draw it out of you. I thought you'd maybe like tell me tongue or brain or something, but
No, I should have been on my game. And I should have known to say that. In my mind, I wasn't thinking that, but you're right.
Is there a lot of nutrients in the tongue? Like, because I see you eating the tongue.
yeah, yum. It's great, by the way. You should try it. I got
Jordan,
it's like this big too, so we can bring it to your house.
That's huge.
Jordan, if you ever bring a tongue to eat into my house, I don't know what I'm going to do.
You're gonna partake.
You can throw it at him. That'd be funny.
You're gonna
I'm going to
sit down,
slap you with it.
let me cook it. You go sit back and relax and enjoy the good times.
You got to make sure it lands on the dog though, so that way he can't wash it off and eat it. So
Oh,
yeah, I think
no.
I'm gonna go beef or chicken liver. I'll probably do the eggs thing with her. My idea of tomorrow is gonna be do this pro pack and then do a workout, like a real workout, not a gardening workout.
Okay.
Let's kettlebell it. And still at that, I want to wait a couple hours after the workout to eat. Because something I learned a long time ago, it was on a Joe Rogan podcast, so Jeff might have heard this one. Even Dominic D'Agostino, he's like the ketone guru guy. He fasted for 7 days and deadlifted 500 pounds. Like, he's a beast. You can, and I'm not talking, and not with this shit stuff either. Like, water, 7 days. Stepped in the gym, deadlift 5 times just because he knew he could. And he's a scientist. He knows about this stuff. So the other good thing about fasting is all your weaker cells die off, like your body consumes. So after a workout, the same thing happens. You're taxing your body. Your weaker cells are going to die off. Your stronger cells get stronger, create more cells, and then you refeed. I think we've talked about this one before. There's a guy, Art Bavani, on Joe Rogan or Tim Ferriss, and he laid that out pretty good. He's like 75.
Yeah, I listened to it. And I can speak to that because, and I think like I've heard her say it and people say it a lot. It depends on you, but for me, I fast till, and I'm taking a break during this, but for like a year and a half, I've fasted, intermittent fasted. And so I'm not eating till 2 or 3 in the afternoon. And my workouts always happen at 11 or 12 in the afternoon. And I feel great when I do my workouts. I don't feel weak any more than I would if I were eating. So it's just, but it took me a month or 2 to get to that. I think once your body gets used to a way of doing things, it adapts and it knows, okay, here's where my sleep cycle is, here's where my eating cycle is, and it learns to function because it's so smart. You know what I mean?
I agree with you, but at the same time, I did intermittent fasting as well for 3 to 4 months, and I never felt good doing a workout.
Well, that was my point, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on you as a person.
Right.
I can't do fasted cardio. I can't do fasted workouts. I felt horrible
Yeah, you did.
during my workouts. I felt weak. It could have been a mental thing. Not saying it wasn't.
No, you get over it.
But
if
I
it's a
mean,
mental
I
thing.
really didn't. It wasn't for me. Like, I think you have to pick what works for you and what works for your body, whether it's keto, whether it's intermittent fasting, whether it's carb timing, which is what I do, whether it's just intuitive eating. You know, whatever works for you, I think is what is going to be the best for you, obviously, because you're going to be able to stick with it and you're going to feel good on it. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because our bodies are so complicated, and there's the makeup of everybody's so complicated, and it's different for everybody from their hereditary makeup. So,
Right.
and that's what's weird for me is it.
Garlic bread and pasta in my lineage, but I don't eat that. I don't
Right.
know. I mean, I'll eat that at my mom's house because she's the boss chef, but I'm not going to make that myself normally. You know what I mean? But-
Absolutely.
Badalucco.
Yeah. There you, ooh, man, you're on fire tonight, Jeff. You must be.
Badalucco.
They practice that all day.
I bet.
But you're right. Everybody's different. But I think, too, a secondary point of that is we're all four in pretty good shape. Like your personal trainer, Jeff gets bossed around by a personal trainer all the time. We work out every once in a while. We're all in pretty good shape. So part two to that is what are your goals? Like if Ange wanted to like super trim down and wasn't personal training and, you know, keeping a relatively muscular physique right now, then yeah, an intermittent fast or ketosis type of diet might suit your goals, but that's not your goal. All right. So why do that?
Mhm.
Put yourself through that. Doesn't
Right.
make you out anyways.
Right. That's a good point too. Everybody's goals are different and because you know when I'm depending on what point I am, you know, like right now I am trying to lean out a little bit. That's why I'm doing carb timing versus anything else. You know, when I was in the fall and the winter trying to put on muscle, I was just eating every meal had a complex carb, had a protein, had a healthy fat. So I kind of needed more calories, obviously, to sustain what I was doing. But now that I'm leaning out, I've cut down the carbs to just 2 times a day. You know, when my body is kind of in starvation mode, insulin sensitive, which is my first meal of the day, and then post workout. That's the only time I have my carbs. So, and obviously when I say carbs, I mean complex carbs. I'm not meaning, you know what I mean? I'm not going crazy. So whenever I'm leaning, I kind of do that kind of thing. You know, you were talking about a carb burner and a fat burner. I'm more of a carb one. So I never would survive on keto. I mean, I would survive. That's a little dramatic. I would definitely survive, but I wouldn't mentally. It wouldn't be for me. It wouldn't be for my body type. So that is important too, to make the point of it depends on your goals. And that's what I tell my people all the time. Like, what are your goals? You know, you can't just, it's not a one size fits all thing. So, you know, I don't know, but so I didn't mean to get off on a tangent. Sorry. But you know, this is my territory. So
Oh yeah, no, I think that's where we wanted to go with it.
So anyway, well, I hope you guys make it through the night and don't kill each other on this last few hours of this 60-hour reboot. And I can't wait to see your stories tomorrow and your social media to see how it went and to see what you actually do eat for your first meal.
I'm
Bacon and
probably
eggs.
going to have to fold to her and let her run the show, but
I think that's a smart move.
Yes.
No, but he knows bacon and eggs sounds good.
oh yeah, it's great. I that's like my favorite meal over top a bunch of vegetables and fermented
Same.
vegetables. It's great. But
I
will
love
get
me
that.
some bacon and eggs. Oh my gosh, yes. Make a nice frittata or something.
Why don't we compromise and instead of bacon, we'll do liver and eggs?
No.
You don't substitute anything for bacon.
Stay strong, Leah.
What is wrong with him?
Bacon is king.
Bacon is king.
I'm not arguing.
Leah, you stay strong in that and make some bacon and eggs. You can't go wrong.
I think that's been one of our, probably over the years, our biggest challenge is that, especially since living together, I think Jordan's Italian roots, like his mom, have this concept that whatever he eats, like we both eat. So it's like we have to eat the same meal where like maybe I don't want sweet potato. Maybe I would rather just have vegetables and my protein. And Jordan's like, we should have a sweet potato. And I'm like, I don't want liver. I don't want this or that. And he's like, you should eat it. And I'm like, I don't want it.
It's healthy.
It's a culture thing. It's something that's been instilled in the.
Like, I know obviously sometimes you guys don't eat the exact same meals all day, every day. Like there's days just yogurt for lunch. And I'm like, I'd rather have an egg on half an avocado with like some onion or like something super simple. And
Or on a wrap, one of those roll ups.
Yeah. Like I like tortillas. And I'm not over here like, chugging or like slamming them in my mouth, like 15 of them. I might have one.
Yeah, one a week.
But there's 8 grams of carbs in them. Like I'm not like, I'm not over here like carbs every single
day.
And there's times that I eat things that I want to eat, and Jordan's like, no, like you shouldn't eat that, or like, why are you eating that? And I'm like, why don't you just stop judging me, because now I'm pissed off that I'm eating this when I shouldn't be, and it's supposed to bring me joy, and I'm just trying to fuel my body the way it needs. Here I am listening to you instead.
I know Jeff, he probably is the same way with me. Like I'm way more strict on the eating than he is. And like, he told me to hold him accountable here recently, but before, we'd be up here about this time of night and he goes down to get something and I hear like papers rattling in the pantry and I yelled, I'm like, Jeff, what are you doing? Get out of the chips. He's like, I'm not in chips. And it's like, his mouth is obviously full of chips. You know what I mean? He's more laid back in his eating like that than I am. And it freaking makes me angry because he doesn't seem to suffer that bad from it. Like he's still, if I ate like that, if I ate a handful of chips every single night before bed, where it's going to go, Leah. You know what I mean? Especially at my age, I'm an old lady. But anyway, he told me to hold him accountable here lately. So I have been, and it's been kind of hard because I've had to get on him and I feel weird about it, but whatever.
I'll get on
I've been pretty good.
Well, good.
Yeah. I'm
he has been.
I'm much sneakier now.
He's much.
He knows how to open up a bag without making it make noise.
Why do they make the bag so noisy?
He goes in the bathroom and I hear it behind closed doors, like taking it to the bathroom. Like he's like, how do you hear this? You have like bionic ears.
Yeah, and I think she has a baby like monitor down in the kitchen because the Oreos got to pull. Why don't they make it in something that doesn't make noise when you open it, so that we're going to buy more, people.
Oh my!
True, it makes you feel guilty. They should quiet it down, and people would buy more of them probably. That's a
yeah.
million.
And then Jeff does the whole Pop-Tarts with butter on the back of them for breakfast.
So good.
Oh yeah, that sounds pretty banging.
Yeah, it does.
Listen, my dad did that when I was a kid, and that's the only way I ate Pop-Tarts. Now you flip them over after you toast them real good, and you take a stick of butter. Take your good butter, like your good butter. What is it that the
good stuff.
Like what is it? Like Kerrygold or whatever.
Kerrygold.
You just rub it on there. Oh, just slowly though, seductively. Right. And you let it melt good, and then you eat it. And I'm telling you, when you try this, life has changed.
Oh my gosh, he's too much.
I only do it on cheat day.
Oh, Then this quarantine thing, we've been doing really freaking good.
Except for
the
other night.
Yeah, Saturday. Our neighbor loves to buy pizza, and and
when he does, he always buys at least 1 or 2 pizzas to bring over here for us. So
yeah,
we're gonna be like, come on.
Yeah, great guy.
Yeah. Well, every once in a while, that's not gonna hurt you. I mean, we all know that. So
back when we were off the wagon, there we were going to Pies and Pints and getting drunk twice a week.
Yeah.
Eating pizza.
That's the killer, is alcohol.
I know. Oh, I know. If I wouldn't drink my wine at night, I'd be way leaner than I am, but I'm not going to give it up. So I prefer to just like eat super good and super clean, like throughout the week, and still drink my wine. I have to. Yeah. If my husband and my kids want to survive, I mean, that's just the way it has to be.
Yeah.
I'm a beer drinker. What can I say? I've been doing it since I was like 4 years old. So it ain't.
Yeah.
Happened me.
Since you were 4 years old.
When we get started
oh
here
my
in
gosh.
Man, I've got my friend, he brews his own beer. He brought me like a 6-pack of his home brew and rhizomes. They're like the root that you start growing the hops from. So I'm growing hops this year. Stay tuned.
Sweet.
Ooh, I went in on that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, apparently you can eat them too. So
Oh my
we'll
gosh.
see how
Is that like the nasty stuff you brought over that one time, that kombucha at the bottom of the thing that looked like brain?
that's a SCOBY, but no,
Well, you know what I meant. Like it was in the, because you were making kombucha, right?
yes, that's kombucha. But beer is different. I don't think there's a SCOBY there. It's yeast. They use yeast. That's right.
Oh my goodness.
Like
Y'all
the
are crazy.
infection you and the girls get.
Yeah,
Oh
so
my gosh.
I think that's what they put in the beer to make it so flavorful.
Same thing.
That sounds amazing.
Yummy.
Yeah, it does.
Oh my gosh. Well, you guys, good luck with this. We're going to let you go. We're not going to keep you much longer. I'm going to keep an eye out tomorrow and see what happens with you guys. And then when all this is over, we want to have you back in here in person and do a podcast. It's so much easier that way.
Yeah, and way funner. Jeff gets me trashed every time I come over there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. I take pride in that. Shots, beers.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
Leah has to drive home.
Uber.
Yeah, Uber.
We just need to commit to when we do a podcast, when we have people over, it's only fair to pay for the Uber home.
I agree.
Yeah,
That's fair.
that's pretty good.
And I'll follow the Uber in the car if you'll let me drive it.
Oh my gosh, you're too much.
Okay, we'll bring the alcohol next time, and you send us on our way on our Uber.
I
All
like
right,
it.
it's a
That
deal.
sounds like a good plan. As soon as this is over, like hopefully
May 1st,
within
it'll
the
be
next few
over.
weeks, we'll be done.
The next
Fingers
weekend,
crossed.
like Saturday. Can we do it Saturday?
Yeah.
I'm tired of this.
I'm tired of it too, to be honest. I want
I'm
to get back in
over
the
it.
gym. I'm just tired of it.
She makes me do stuff all the time physically that just constantly.
You have to get cardio in. What do you want? I mean, it's creative cardio. Just get over it. Oh my gosh. You guys have a good night. And I'm going to check in with y'all tomorrow. And we'll get together as soon as this is over.
All right, guys.
Love you
Take
All right.
care.
Love you guys.
Bye.
This is your computer. I don't know.
Toodles.
Bye.
Bye.
Toodles.
I got it.
Oh.
I'm going to turn you guys off.
All right.
Maybe.